Please be seated. Dear students, dear relatives, and other supporters of the students, dear colleagues, my name is Mark van den Brand and I'm the Educational Director at the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science. It is a pleasure to welcome you and the candidates for this graduation event. I'm happy that we can celebrate this event together on our campus. As a department, we are proud of the fact that today these students will receive the degree of Master of Science. This has been the result of hard work under sometimes difficult conditions due to the COVID-19 pandemic. We offered our students a rich variety of high-level courses given by excellent teachers and a challenging graduation project. These ingredients have prepared all our graduates well for their future career. Candidates, I sincerely hope that you enjoyed our university and our challenging educational program. The Examination Committee for Data Science and Artificial Intelligence has assessed the work of the following candidates: Sam Lommers, Bas Witters, Kai-Ting Liu, Sylvia Sultana, Yasmin Yazarol, Erdim Demir, Wouter van der Wee, Lenny Klump, Nick Rongen, Ivan Satayawan, Nikita Jian. Dear candidates, Master of Science, you have all passed your examination and therefore you will be confirmed your degree for the Master of Data Science and Artificial Intelligence and Data Science and Engineering. This degree entitles you to use the titles Master of Science and Ingenieur. Our program highly evaluates personal contact between lecturers and students. Therefore, I will invite our students to come forward one by one to be congratulated personally by your graduation supervisor. And I would first like to invite Sam to come forward.
Nou, blijf staan. Graag. Geachte ingenieur Lommers, beste Sam, van harte gefeliciteerd met je afstuderen. Ik heb je samen met Dennis Colaris mogen begeleiden bij je afstuderen. Dennis was een postdoc bij onze groep en ik kende je al van het seminar visualisatie, wat je ook bij mij en bij Dennis gedaan hebt. En dat heb je uitstekend gedaan. Dus ik was dan ook heel blij dat je daarna bij ons wilde afstuderen. Nou, je afstudeerwerk ging over het inzichtelijk en begrijpelijk maken van random forests, oftewel willekeurige bossen in correct Nederlands. Nou, nu denkt u misschien, Sam is afgestudeerd in de biologie, maar niets is minder waar. Random forests zijn een verzameling van beslisbomen. Dus het idee is, je hebt een hele hoop data. Uit die data kan je een beslisboom leren. En het idee is dan dat je nieuwe data hebt. Die haal je door die beslisboom heen en daar komt dan een voorspelling uit. Dus die beslisbomen worden gebruikt om voorspellingen te doen. Nou, dan wil je graag begrijpen wat er met zo'n beslisboom gebeurt. Want die wordt automatisch gecreëerd. Dus je wilt precies zien wat gebeurt er nou eigenlijk daarmee. Nou, dan maken we het nog een stapje moeilijker. Want random forests zijn een verzameling van zo'n beslisbomen. Dus je hebt honderden of duizenden van die beslisbomen. En nu wil je begrijpen wat daarin gebeurt. Dus de opdracht aan Sam was, hoe maken we dat met behulp van visualisatie, hoe maken we dat inzichtelijk? Nou, je hebt je op dat probleem gestort. En daar is uiteindelijk een hele mooie oplossing gekomen. Ik zie helaas geen mooi plaatje van je prototype, maar je hebt een heel mooi prototype gemaakt uiteindelijk. Met behulp van visualisatie, automatische methodes, maar ook interactie door de gebruiker om zijn of haar domeinkennis te gebruiken om die beslisbomen te begrijpen. Je opdracht zat vol met technische uitdagingen. En het was niet altijd even makkelijk om tot een oplossing te komen, maar je hebt je perfect daar doorheen geslagen. En je resultaten zijn een mooie opstap naar nieuw onderzoek nu om daarmee mee verder aan de slag te gaan. Verder, als persoon was je heel erg zelfstandig, perfectionistisch ook. Je kon heel goed literatuur vinden, lezen, programmeren, algoritme toepassen, allemaal geen probleem voor jou. En het was ook heel prettig om mee samen te werken. Je bent heel erg resultaatgericht. Dat kon je ook wel zien aan een mooie prototype wat je uiteindelijk opgeleverd hebt. Ik wens je heel veel succes in je verdere loopbaan, maar ik denk dat dat absoluut geen probleem gaat zijn. Dus Sam, ook namens Dennis, nogmaals, van harte gefeliciteerd.
Yes, yeah, good.
Then I would like to invite Bas.
Or can I set these here? So, hi, boss. So, on behalf of Daphne and myself, so Daphne, your co-supervisor, it's very nice to be standing here with you today, celebrating your graduation. So, first of all, congratulations on making your way through your studies to a well-earned and well-deserved master's degree. And for us, it was truly a pleasure to get to know you and also to work together with you during your thesis project. So, for your thesis project, you chose a very difficult and challenging problem. How to improve understanding of SQL for learners, particularly focusing on reporting of errors in data grouping and aggregation queries, the most typical, common form of data analyses. So as the most widely deployed language in practice, so SQL, for those in the audience who aren't familiar with it, it's really the lingua franca of data analytics on structured data. In fact, much of modern life depends upon correct SQL queries and relational databases executing them. So consequently, SQL is taught around the world in university programs in computer science and data science, information systems, information science, software engineering, business analytics, and beyond. And we even teach a bit of SQL here in Eindhoven in our first year to every bachelor's student in every bachelor's program. That's how important this language is. Now, unfortunately, learning SQL is difficult. And to make matters worse, there's actually relatively little scientific knowledge about how to teach SQL effectively, surprisingly, after 50 years of this language being used in the wild. So as part of a larger research program here in Eindhoven on data education to remedy this problem, you took up this challenge, right? Exploring how to recreate and improve visualizations of errors in SQL for students, for learners, for novices, focusing on the important class of analytic queries involving grouping and aggregation. So as an example, think of computing the average income by neighborhood in Eindhoven. Right? So this is a very typical example of such a query, which is ubiquitous in data analytics, where now the neighborhoods are the groups that we're forming, and the average income is the aggregate statistic that we're computing per group. So this subset of SQL is specifically important in the education context, as we know as teachers, many students struggle with translating these concepts into code. So to address this, you developed SQL Viz++. So this is building on SQL Viz and SQL Viz+, and a thorough study of the current state of the art in reporting and current systems, and visualization of errors in grouping and aggregation and related conceptual structures. So based on this theoretical foundation, your tool, SQL Viz++, embodied new textual and new visual approaches which you developed to reporting and explanation. Further, you took your tool into the wild with an in-depth user study, demonstrating the usefulness and impact of your solution. And you've also made all of your code open source on GitHub for further development and impact not only in research, but also in the practitioner and education communities. Your work is truly a serious step forward in our understanding of SQL education, providing foundations for further practical advances. So congratulations on your results and a very fine thesis. So Bas, reflecting back, Daphne and I were reflecting back on working with you, it was really a very pleasant and smooth experience. You're not only an excellent and knowledgeable programmer and computer scientist, but you can also readily grasp and digest the bigger picture and also abstract details. You were also fast in incorporating our feedback, and then all of this taken together led to a successful graduation project. So Daphne and I are very happy to have been involved in your work, again, Bas, and we wish you the best of luck and success in your next steps after this graduation and in your future career. So please do keep in touch and let us know about your next adventures. So congratulations again. And I hope your degree is not invalidated by me not wearing my hat.
Okay, and in between, I would like to invite Kai Ting to come forward.
So your degree will be official now. So the next 4 presentations were actually students from the group of Professor Pechineski, who unfortunately is traveling abroad today and couldn't make it. So I will read the 4 speeches for these 4 students. And Kai Ting, you are the first. So I will read what Professor Pechineski has provided for me. So congratulations with the successful completion of your master's studies. So special congratulations for graduating with the cum laude distinction. Actually, congratulations. So Kai Ting, you showed interest in studying sparse neural networks, a special class of neural networks that can achieve amazing performance in many tasks, like large language models, computer vision, and many more, at a small fraction of computational costs of the traditional dense deep learning approaches. You attracted attention of Gada Sokar, Zara Astashagi, and Decibel Mukanu, all of whom are internationally recognized experts in this area, and they got actively involved in your project. You navigated this very well, learning from feedback and growing into an increasingly independent researcher. You chose to work on a particular problem of computing individual neuron importance dynamically via gradient information and its application in sparse neural networks. And it allowed for an array of applications, notably an effective and computationally efficient solution for dimensionality reduction via feature selection. You achieved excellent results, including convincing empirical evidence that your proposed method is superior to the state of the art. These results led you to writing a research paper called Supervised Feature Selection via Ensemble Gradient Information from Sparse Neural Networks for a high-profile conference. Kai Ting, you had a great journey through your master's. Congratulations again on successful completion, especially with the cum laude distinction, and best wishes in finding a PhD position that fits your research interests best. And warm regards to you from the whole supervisory team. Congratulations.
Then I would like to invite Sylvia to come forward.
Okay, I will read Professor Pechineski's laudation. Dear Sylvia, congratulations with the successful completion of your master's studies. In your thesis project offered by Shell, you worked on cutting-edge AI technology, currently known to the majority of the globe, from kids to senior citizens, and here I refer to ChatGPT and the large language models that power them. In the oil and gas industry's risk management, identifying hazards and continuous enhancement of operational safety is crucial. For example, there are special reports containing documentation of potential safety issues associated with chemical industrial processes. These are typically generated in a labor-intensive way. Domain experts analyze so-called P and ID, that is piping and instrumentation diagram graphs, which represent components and connections of chemical plants. By systematically reviewing the information captured in P&ID diagrams, safety experts can make informed decisions regarding risks and document them in reports. In your project, you developed a novel generative AI solution for predicting consequences from P&I graphs and their associated causes. The main idea was to learn a predictive model such that given an input, a combined input, I messed things up. Maybe someone else should touch this because I don't know how Windows works. I only have a PhD in computer science.
Let me see which of the two.
All right, it's there, it works.
I think this is.
It's working. All right, let's go back a little bit. I'll just stay away from that. So the main idea was to learn a predictive model such that given a combined input from a P&ID graph and a cause text from a safety issues report, it would produce possible consequences as output. You harnessed the capabilities of different pre-trained large language models for achieving this. You explored multiple ideas resulting in several useful insights for the company. You showed a high level of independence in this work, and you put in a lot of time and energy into the project. You formulated interesting research questions, and you conducted an extensive experimental study. And at the same time, you appreciated feedback from the supervisors, and you grew professionally throughout the project. Your hard work paid off. The main objective of exploring the potential of large language models for addressing a challenging problem at the company was achieved. Congratulations again on successful completion of your graduation project, and best wishes at continuing at Shell in your new role after graduation. Congratulations.
Next, I would like to invite Yasmin. Hi.
Dear Yasmin, congratulations with the successful completion of your graduation project and your master's studies. So, in your work, ASML offered you to study a very challenging and practically important data science problem, namely identifying potentially useful signatures of equipment failure. So failure modes don't often occur at ASML. So the quality of wafers produced by lithography machines mostly comply with manufacturing standards. Inaccuracies or errors happen rarely during the wafer printing process. This is good in many ways. All right. Are you?
Yeah, I'm lost.
Yeah, me too. What? No, but that's not what's up there. Maybe we press that. Oh, right. Okay. I think we figured it out. This is a bonus entertainment. All right. Now, this is good in many ways, right? Otherwise, it would be difficult for ASML to be an industry leader, so they should be rare. But on the other hand, this scarcity of examples of failure mode makes it hard to find the underlying reasons leading to these failures in wafers, and thus to further improve quality assurance. You put a lot of effort into trying out different approaches to solve this problem until finding a suitable framework for modeling high-dimensional data with low correlation with the target, that is, possible failure modes. You called the framework, and your thesis describing your framework, Discrimination and Interpretability Evaluation of the Supervised Clustering for Subgroup Discovery Framework in Weak Signal Settings. It would take far more than time allows to explain each of these keywords in your title. You did an excellent job in demonstrating the potential use of these modern machine learning techniques on simple benchmark data sets. You also demonstrated the difficulties of applying them on a much more complex ASML data set. Lots of questions remain to be explored. Hopefully next year we get more of these questions answered. Encouraged by your findings, ASML decided to continue this line of research and to offer a follow-up topic for another master's student. Well done. Congratulations again on a successful completion of your studies, Yasmin.
Then I would like to invite Erdem to come forward. Now it worked.
Yeah. Hi. Dear Erdem, congratulations on reaching the successful completion of your studies. Now, you joined the EIT Digital Masters, first studying at KTH, the Royal Institute of Technology in Stockholm, as your entry university for the first year, and then you joined us in Eindhoven during your graduation year. Your program required you to do an internship at a company. It's part of the design of this degree program. And you were lucky that ASML had a timely offer for you to do a nice, practically relevant data science project on multivariate time series analysis for fault classification. Now, the rapidly growing usage of machine sensors in industries generates large volumes of multivariate time series data, and their analysis is increasingly important for many data science and business questions, especially within ASML. As an EIT student, you aimed to finish by the end of the summer. And you started the project on a very tight schedule. This triggered you to make difficult choices when deciding on the focus and defining the scope of your project. You chose to look at latent representations and the effect of window size on their characteristics. You conducted an extensive experimental study and obtained preliminary insights considered useful by the company. You managed to wrap up writing the report right on time, according to your plan. Congratulations for this, and congratulations again on the successful completion of your thesis, and best wishes.
Then I would like to invite Wouter.
Dear Wouter, as we celebrate this memorable milestone of your graduation, I would like to extend my heartiest congratulations to you. Completing a master's program is no small feat, and you have shown that you have the required dedication and a passion for knowledge. I hope the skills, knowledge, and resilience that you have gained during your time in the master's program will serve you well in whatever endeavors you choose to pursue. We should also take a moment to acknowledge the support systems that have played a crucial role in your success, the faculty who taught and mentored you, and your family and friends who provided encouragement and unwavering support. Congratulations again. Your hard work and dedication have truly paid off. We look forward to seeing the great things that you will accomplish in the years ahead. Wishing you all the best for a bright future.
Next, I would like to invite Lenny.
Yes, we have correct slide. Dear Leni, congratulations with completing your master thesis. You approached me whether I wanted to supervise your thesis, which you already organized completely yourself in a company which is called Vector Informatik in Germany. And the problem was this: the company runs a huge service center where customers from technical industries can call for support for their software and other products. And usually agents were chosen based on the expertise, language, skills, etc. And what company wanted is to assign these agents automatically. And that they didn't explore before. So you were the first there to explore this. So you decided to use graph learning for this, and in particular you explored graph sage algorithm for this. And what was the graph? The graph was between the tickets that clients may come up with and the agents who handle these tickets. And from the good matches from the past, we can learn how to assign these tickets. There were many challenges in this project. For example, to understand really how the algorithm works and to try different options, we needed to generate synthetic data. This is where probability that you learned before came in handy. But there were also a lot of problems in setup of the problem itself, because it was completely new problem. And you did a really good job in formulating the problem, but also exploring how robust the problem is. Like what happens when a new employee joins the company? What happens if a new product appears and tickets start coming in? So all this was united in one framework, and the company was very happy with this, and they said they will continue to work on this. I also must say that it was great pleasure to work with you in the way how independent you were. Not only you came up with your own topic and your own place for doing your thesis, but you also were coming with ideas and results and a new plan, and sometimes next time we meet you did something completely else, but you also managed your contact as a company, and there was always progress and always plan and always very clear overview of what you're doing. That was really, really impressive. I'm sure that any company who can have you as an employee will be very, very happy with you. Dear Leni, I'm not sure that your system would automatically assign me to you as your advisor, but I'm really happy that we could work together on this project. I learned a lot from this, and I want to congratulate you again and wish you a lot of success in the future.
Then I would like to invite Nick.
Ja, beste Niek, geachte ingenieur Rongen en ook welkom aan het publiek. Wat u vandaag gezien heeft en nog steeds ziet, is wat wij een proces noemen. Iemand heeft op papier een handleiding gemaakt voor hoe wij vandaag deze feestelijke gebeurtenis doen. En zoals u ook al gezien heeft, een proces kun je nog zo goed ontwerpen, het gaat altijd mis. Er is altijd iets wat niet helemaal klopt met hoe het proces bedacht is. U heeft vandaag bijvoorbeeld antwoord gekregen op de vraag hoeveel informatici hier nodig zijn om PowerPoint te bedienen. Niek heeft naar een soortgelijk probleem gekeken, maar in een iets andere context. Niek heeft gewerkt bij een bedrijf op onze Brainport Industry Campus in de buurt van het vliegveld. En dat bedrijf maakt oplossingen voor andere productiebedrijven om hun machines te programmeren. Nou, programmeren is iets wat wij traditioneel aan onze informatica leren, of informatici leren, maar langzaamaan is het programmeren veranderd van iets wat gedaan wordt door mensen die een universitaire opleiding hebben in het maken van software, naar iets wat je aan India uitbesteedt in de hoop dat dat goed komt. En dit bedrijf zegt, wij doen het anders. Wij maken modellen van wat de machines en de besturing van die machines moet doen. En daaruit wordt dan code gegenereerd en die code gaat vervolgens die machine aansturen. En dan is het natuurlijk heel belangrijk dat die code die uit die software komt, doet wat die moet doen. Dat kun je op twee manieren laten zien dat dat zo is. Mijn collega vanuit de informatica, die rondom modelleringscomplexiteit en formele methoden werken, die kijken of je die vertaalslag van model naar software formeel kunt maken en formeel kunt implementeren. En Niek heeft gedacht, ik ga eens naar iets anders kijken. Ik ga kijken naar de data. Wat wordt er nou daadwerkelijk in die machine gedaan? En wat was nou het model? En zitten daar verschillen tussen? Dat was het uitgangspunt van zijn afstuderen. En zoals altijd, op het moment dat je dan bij een bedrijf over de deur stapt, dan blijkt toch altijd het idee wat je oorspronkelijk had net even iets anders te lopen dan wat de praktijk mogelijk maakt. Dus Niek heeft heel veel tijd en energie gestoken in überhaupt begrijpen hoe dat bedrijf in elkaar steekt, hoe die software in elkaar steekt. En ik denk dat je uiteindelijk beter wist hoe de software daar werkte dan hun eigen ingenieurs. Je was voor mij een heel bijzondere student om te begeleiden. Bijzonder omdat je de enige student of de eerste student bent die ik na een paar weken je niet gezien te hebben tegenkwam. Ik denk, ben jij dezelfde persoon? En na wat gesprek bleek dat hij door wat veranderingen in de persoonlijke situatie besloten had om iets aan zijn figuur te doen. Ik moet zeggen dat ik nog altijd thuis dit gebruik naar mijn vrouw toe. Zeg van nou, als je wilt dat ik iets aan mijn figuur doe, dan moeten we misschien die persoonlijke omstandigheid ook op die manier wijzigen. En dat heeft ze liever niet. Gelukkig voor mij. Je bent iemand die eigenlijk altijd precies weet waar je mee bezig bent. Heel goed kan vertellen wat je doet. En vervolgens toch ons meeneemt in wat je gedaan hebt en waarom. Vaak met een kleine klacht over hoe die dingen toch allemaal in elkaar zitten in dat bedrijf. Maar wel op een positieve manier. Ik denk dat jij heel veel geleerd hebt van je afstuderen. Maar ik denk ook het bedrijf en wij heel veel geleerd hebben van jouw afstuderen. Dus dank daarvoor. En proficiat met de welverdiende titel, Nick.
Next, I would like to invite Ivan.
Dear Ivan, first of all, apologies from Nirvana that she couldn't be here, but the appropriate replacement has been brought here to you. So the journey between you and Nirvana started in the Honors Academy program, where you got lucky to be involved both with Nirvana and Geert van Kollenburg, a dear colleague of mine. And basically you two worked on a topic related to near-infrared spectroscopy. And during that period, you not only improved your leadership qualities, but you also showed to have an extreme analytical mind. And obviously in research, that is always, found nice. Obviously, all these skills that you acquired became essential for the graduation project in which I got involved. And after meeting myself and Nirvana, we found a nice click between the three of us. And we decided to work on a project called Towards Domain Agnostic Wi-Fi CSI Gesture Classification. So for the people in the audience that don't know the domain shift problem, when I, for example, decide to rob a bank together with Ivan, and the bank has installed a, let's say, identification model, and this identification model is perfectly capable to identify Ivan and me during the day. It typically cannot do this during the night because it hasn't been trained on this type of data. And the difference between the data used for training and inference is so vastly different that you cannot make, let's say, accurate decisions in that. Obviously, there are, let's say, models that can deal with this problem, but one of the caveats is that in addition to task labeling, it also requires domain labeling. So in addition to needing one expert, now we need two experts in order to design an appropriate model. And so we asked ourselves the question, can we turn one of these experts actually into a reinforcement learning agent, thereby still being able to absolve this issue, while simultaneously making sure that we can automate this and don't require additional human labor. Everything went perfectly fine. So in the beginning, we had issues with drive-by server setup, custom model programming. At some point, the model decided to, let's say, play its own game. So we had to figure out, okay, how are we going to change the representation space such that this model is actually going to predict what we want it to do? And the list goes on. However, through determination, you showed that even in the face of grave opposition, you still continue. And I think that is a feat that should be admired, and it's going to help you a lot when you continue in your future endeavors. So thanks again for joining our research group in your graduation project, and please let us know what you're going to do next. So congratulations with your graduation. Thank you.
And finally, I would like to invite Nikita.
Trouble for process model. So unfortunately, Bahram couldn't join us today, so I'm reading a speech which he provided for me to you. So Nikita's thesis focuses on making artificial intelligence systems smarter and faster by finding ways for neural networks to process the world and input data more efficiently. That is, he's been working on using context information to enhance how AI systems understand and respond to the environment. Thus, today is a day of celebration, a day that marks the culmination of months of hard work, intellectual curiosity, waiting for the GPUs, and tuning for parameters. Most importantly, intellectual curiosity led to the exploration of various solutions and their implementation. The journey undertaken by Nikita reflects not only his dedication to academic excellence, but also his resilience in overcoming the challenges inherent in cutting-edge research. And of course, let's not forget one of the unsung challenges you tackled with admirable calmness, navigating the insider jokes during lunch, most of which left you looking like a lost explorer in a dense forest. I hope by now you've managed to decode at least a few of those jokes. After all, there are a lot more lunchtimes to come. Your stellar performance in grasping concepts was impressive. And let's not forget your undeterred composure in the face of technical hiccups during your thesis presentation, courtesy of your laptop's rebellious moment. It seems even your laptop and the projector were trying to be dynamic with their computations. As you stand on the threshold of a new chapter, remember that learning is a lifelong journey. The skills and knowledge you have acquired are not the end, but a means to further exploration, discovery, and ultimately innovation. As you embark on new endeavors, improve your critical thinking and keep in mind the big picture. May your futures be as bright and promising as the paths you have paved during your time as a master's student. Congratulations. I have no doubt that you will continue to make significant and positive impacts wherever your journey takes you. But wait, and as an additional special note, I know where your journey takes you. Smiley face. I don't know how to pronounce smiley face. I'm happy to share that Nikita will be joining us at TomTom, contributing to innovative work in autonomous driving technology. His expertise will play a crucial role in helping everyone navigate efficiently around the world by building dynamic maps. Additionally, Nikita is soon to embark on a PhD journey, further enriching the realm of knowledge and research. Nikita, congratulations.
Normally, the graduates would have been addressed by the chairperson of Patron, but unfortunately, he's ill at this moment, so we had to skip that part. And hopefully, we will catch up that later in the future. So, dear Masters of Science, with reference to the words of the previous speaker, and on behalf of the Department of Mathematics and Computer Science, I would like to congratulate you and your family on your degree. I wish you every success and good fortune in your future career. Your academic title also comes with responsibility towards society, and therefore I will read out the Code of Conduct. The scientific degree of master involves duties as well as rights. As a holder of this degree, you are committed to standards of scientific integrity, trustworthiness, intellectual honesty, openness, independence, and societal responsibility. These standards are described in more detail in the Netherlands Code of Conduct for Research Integrity and in the Eindhoven Code based on it. You also have duties towards society. You must be clear about the boundaries of your own expertise, and you must communicate honestly and independently about the results of your work, including potential risk associated with it. You are committed to the ethical codes for research and design involving human subjects or animals. Dear relatives and other supporters, our photographer will make now some pictures of the candidates together with the committee members, and you are also invited to make some pictures. We therefore kindly ask you, if you are not going to take pictures, to leave this room and wait outside to congratulate the candidates or the graduates. Drinks and bites will be served upstairs at the Hubble. Thank you for joining us in this diploma ceremony, which I hereby close.